Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul binti AZMAN. I am from KBA 1183A and my metric number is 2020565191. So for today, I will not talk about informative speech, but I will share to all of you guys about persuasive speech. Can you guess my topic? Okay, my topic will be should kids have their own gadget? So first question to all of you guys. Do you have little sister or little brother? If your little sister or little brother have their own gadget, why will be the reason of why you giving them their own gadget? Why? I am sure that there will be some of you guys who will say that nowadays is a pandemic COVID-19 and no more school, no more outside school, and nowadays they will only using Gadget to have their online classes. So I am sure that will be one reason why kids have their own gadget. But I have my own opinion. I am not saying that all of your reason about what I am saying just now is wrong, not correct. No, because I have in my opinion too. And some people say that kids shouldn't have their own gadget on this day. But some people say they need the gadget. They really need to use the gadget. Why? Okay, in my opinion, there will be some pros and cons of kids using the gadget. So in my opinion, kids actually should not be allowed to use their own gadget. I am not saying that it is 100% that they are not allowed to use any gadget at all, but just in a certain situation. This is because we are in a pandemic COVID-19, and of course all of you guys know there will be no schools, only online classes. So if kids which is 4 to 5 years old, they will use the gadget to have online classes. Same goes to the primary school and also high school and also university students. Same. But what I am pointing to the kids, why kids are not allowed to use the gadget. My main point of my topic is kids, especially kids who is around 4 to 5 years old, primary school student, 7 to 12 years old. Same goes to me. I have a little sister who is only 7 years old and she used the gadget all the time. This is why I am doing this topic, because I am not saying to all of you guys, but including myself too. So I will tell and share to all of you guys why should kids not to have their own gadget on this day. So if they have their own gadget, of course their sleep will be not enough. Children will not getting their enough time to sleep because they play the gadget all the time, including the night time. As I mentioned before, it is true that there will be some purpose for children and kids to have their own gadget, because nowadays is MCO and there will be no school and only online classes, so they need the gadget to use for the online classes. But if the parents not monitored, or maybe sister brother not monitored their little kid, little sister, little brother, or their children of using the gadget, it will go until the midnight and they will always play the gadget and not getting enough time of sleep. So that will be my first reason why should kids not to have their own gadget. It is true that kids need the gadget for their online classes, but as a parent, as a brother, as a sister, need to look after the kids, need to monitor after our sister and our little brother. Of course, we need to monitor them because they are still kids, they are still little young girls and boys. And if we not monitor, of course they will play games and not focus on the online classes, and this will affect on their learning too. This is okay to give the kids their own gadget, but we need to monitor them, because when we just let them have their own gadget, just like you can play the game, you can use the gadget because it's yours. No, it's not like that. We need to monitor them too, because when it comes night, they will not to sleep. They will play all the time because they focusing on playing the games, and this will affect their times of sleep. When this is happen, they will feel very lazy to take bath, very lazy to eat, even very lazy to sleep, and they just feel like, oh, I want to play this game, I want to play the gadget, I want to use the gadget after I finish my online classes. Even sometimes they have not focusing on online classes too. This is very dangerous for kids because they are still young, and this is really dangerous, and if we will not try to avoid it, it will be getting worse. Okay, next, gadget is not only something that you can play games, but you can search anything you want around the world. You can find anything that you want, including a recipe for your cooking, anything. But when it turns out to the kids, it's really dangerous because they might find any unsuitable or underrated website that will affect to them too. For example, when they play game and suddenly they accidentally search something on the Google, on the website, and it turns out to be something that is not suitable for them, such as a pornography website. This is very dangerous and we need to avoid it really soon. Okay, some parents will be like very busy until they just like the kids have their own gadget, and they say like, oh, you can play the gadget all the day. Today mommy will give you the game because mommy were really busy. And this is very dangerous because when kids have their own gadget, there will be anything that they want. They simply search, they simply play. So I have an idea on how to avoid this from happening. So in my opinion, I think if the adult or parents just let them have for about 1 hour of playing gadget and then take it back, is quite good idea because this will make them have their limit time only. Next, if they install a tracker app, and this will make them track their kids, their little sister, their little brother, or using the gadget. We can know from far. We can know what they search, what they play. So the third point for this topic will be they may suffer from eye strain. Okay, what is eye strain? Eye strain, or call it a computer vision syndrome, is a problem which is when we staring at the source of light, especially on the screen, for a long time. When this happens, it will make their eyes look red and have the SOR. This is really not good at all, the blurry vision for the kids. Not only that, it will also cause the eye fatigue, even the double vision too, as the mentioned that have been reported by Singapore Health Exchange. It is not something new because we can see nowadays kids already wear their spectacle on their young age. Okay, do you want them to wearing spectacle at their young age? No, my answer is no. We can solve it. We can avoid it with something that we can try to let the kids to have the gadget only for 1 hour, maximum for 1 hour, and let them rest from staring at the screen. So as the conclusion, I would like to persuade my audience here to not allow the kids to have their own gadget. I am not saying that they are not allowed to use the gadget, but I say that they are not allowed to have their own gadget just to use when they are online classes. This is because, as I've mentioned, gadget is also something that is really important nowadays. So in my opinion is, I would like to persuade to all of you guys to not allow them to have their own gadget because they are still young. I know they want to explore something new, but I am scared if they found something that unsuitable for them. So we are at the end of my speech. So I would like to thank to all of you guys for having your time to listen and watch my speech for today. I hope that my information that I gave to all of you guys here received well. So that's all from me. Thank you.